Former Trump campaign chairman Paul Manafort has filed a lawsuit against Special Counsel Robert Mueller, Deputy Attorney General Rod Rosenstein, and the Justice Department in federal court in Washington. He now claims Mueller overstepped his legal authority. Let's get more with Bloomberg's Alex Wayne in our D.C. bureau. Alex, no real sense here of what the actual claims are here from Paul Manafort. Can you give us any sense and flesh this out a little bit more for us?
Yeah, having not read the complaint yet, what I am guessing is that he is suing the Justice Department, claiming that the Special Counsel Robert Mueller has overstepped his mandate. Mueller was charged with picking up the FBI investigation into Russian interference in the 2016 campaign. But what Manafort is charged with is money laundering and conspiracy based on activities he began well before he was part of Trump's campaign. It's pretty much ancillary stuff that Robert Mueller discovered as he was investigating Manafort's campaign activities. And so I'm assuming here that Manafort is adopting what sounds like a pretty novel legal strategy of trying to get a judge to declare that Robert Mueller shouldn't have been looking into Manafort's business and financial behavior.
Okay, so it had nothing to do, at least those charges specifically, with what he did for the Trump campaign. It hasn't been a great day for the president's former campaign managers or chairmen, because Steve Bannon was thrown under the bus by the president in this statement that the president made, an official White House statement.
Yeah, not a tweet.
Not a tweet, exactly. So talk a little bit more about what led to this break, because up until recently, our understanding was that the president and Steve Bannon were still fairly close and communicated fairly often.
Yeah, well, just to take a couple of steps back, Steve Bannon left the White House in August, but since then he has enjoyed some access to the president. In fact, at a conference in Hong Kong in September, he bragged at a private breakfast that he still talked to the president by phone 2 to 3 times a week. But then Steve Bannon backed Roy Moore in the Alabama special election over Trump's protestations. Trump wanted Luther Strange to win the primary there. Roy Moore wound up losing to Doug Jones. That sort of tarnished Bannon's reputation as a strategist, I would say, and it definitely tarnished his reputation in the White House. And then this wasn't noticed by a lot of people, but right after the tax bill was passed, Trump issued a tweet complimenting Mitch McConnell for his strategy in getting that legislation over the finish line. That could have been interpreted as a little smack at Steve Bannon, who has targeted Mitch McConnell for removal. But then today, excerpts of a new book by author Michael Wolff have been published in New York Magazine and in The Guardian, and it's just a bombshell book. It's full of really eye-opening revelations about the Trump campaign and the first months of the Trump White House. And Steve Bannon is quoted at length in that book, criticizing both the president and his family, namely his son, Don Jr., who has responded at some length on Twitter today.